Chapter 1: The Discovery. In the bustling city of Eldoria, 16-year-old Aria lived a seemingly ordinary life. She was a bright and adventurous girl, always curious about the world around her. Her parents were archaeologists, and their house was filled with ancient artifacts and mysterious relics from their travels. Aria loved listening to their stories about distant lands and forgotten civilizations. One day, while helping her parents sort through a shipment of artifacts, Aria stumbled upon an old, dusty map hidden inside a wooden chest. The map was intricately detailed, showing a vast, uncharted island in the middle of the ocean. At the center of the island was a symbol of a crown, with the words, "The Lost Kingdom of Avalon," written beneath it. Aria's heart raced with excitement. She had heard legends about Avalon, a kingdom that had mysteriously vanished centuries ago. Many believed it was just a myth, but Aria had always felt there was some truth to the stories. Determined to uncover the secrets of Avalon, Aria showed the map to her parents. Her father, Dr. Thomas Gray, examined the map carefully. "This is incredible, Aria. If this map is authentic, it could lead us to one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of our time." Her mother, Dr. Eleanor Gray, nodded in agreement. "But we must be careful. The journey to Avalon will be dangerous, and we don't know what we'll find there." Aria's eyes shone with determination. "I understand the risks, but I want to go. I want to be a part of this discovery." Her parents exchanged a glance, seeing the resolve in their daughter's eyes. After a moment, Dr. Thomas Gray sighed. "All right, Aria. We'll prepare for the expedition. But you must promise to follow our instructions and stay safe." Aria nodded eagerly. "I promise." Chapter 2: The Journey Begins. The Gray family spent the next few weeks preparing for the expedition. They gathered supplies, hired a skilled crew, and studied the map meticulously. Aria could hardly contain her excitement. She knew this journey would be the adventure of a lifetime. Finally, the day arrived. The ship, named the Wanderer, set sail from Eldoria's harbor, heading toward the uncharted island of Avalon. The journey was long and challenging, with rough seas and unpredictable weather. But Aria remained undeterred, her eyes fixed on the horizon. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Aria stood on the deck, gazing at the stars. She felt a sense of wonder and anticipation, knowing they were getting closer to Avalon. "Beautiful, isn't it?" her father said, joining her. Aria nodded. "Do you really think we'll find Avalon?" Dr. Thomas Gray smiled. "I believe so. The map is detailed and accurate. We just need to trust it and keep moving forward." Aria felt a surge of hope. She knew they were on the brink of something extraordinary. Chapter 3: The Island of Avalon. After weeks at sea, the Wanderer finally approached the island of Avalon. The island was shrouded in mist, its shores lined with dense forests and towering mountains. It looked both enchanting and mysterious, like something out of a fairy tale. As the ship anchored near the shore, Aria felt a thrill of excitement. She could hardly wait to explore the island and uncover its secrets. The crew lowered a small boat into the water, and Aria, her parents, and a few trusted crew members set off toward the shore. The beach was pristine, with white sand and crystal clear water. Arya marveled at the beauty of the island as they made their way inland. They followed the map, navigating through the dense forest and climbing steep hills. After hours of trekking, they reached a hidden valley. In the center of the valley stood the ruins of an ancient city. The buildings were overgrown with vines, and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers. It was clear that the city had once been magnificent, a testament to the grandeur of Avalon. Arya's heart raced as they explored the ruins. She could feel the history of the place, the echoes of a lost civilization. They found remnants of grand palaces, intricate statues, and mysterious symbols carved into the stone. As they ventured deeper into the city, they discovered a massive stone gate, covered in ancient runes. Dr. Eleanor Gray examined the runes closely. These runes describe a prophecy about the return of the kingdom. It says that only the Chosen One can unlock the gate and reveal the true power of Avalon. Arya felt a strange pull toward the gate. She stepped forward, her hand reaching out to touch the runes. As her fingers brushed the stone, the runes began to glow, and the gate slowly creaked open. Chapter 4: The Chosen One. The gate opened to reveal a hidden chamber, filled with treasures and artifacts from Avalon's past. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal with a shimmering crystal crown. The crown seemed to pulse with energy, casting a radiant light throughout the room. Arya felt drawn to the crown, as if it were calling to her. She approached the pedestal, her heart pounding with anticipation. As she reached out to touch the crown, a voice echoed through the chamber. "Welcome, Chosen One. You have unlocked the gate and revealed the true power of Avalon." Arya looked around, searching for the source of the voice. It seemed to come from the walls themselves, a whisper of the past. "Who are you?" Arya asked, her voice trembling. "I am the spirit of Avalon," the voice replied. "I have been waiting for the one who can restore the kingdom and fulfill the prophecy. You, Arya, are that one." Arya's mind raced with questions. "What do you mean? How can I restore the kingdom?" "The crown holds the power of Avalon," the spirit explained. "By wearing it, you will gain the abilities and wisdom of the ancient rulers. But you must also prove your worth by completing 3 trials. These trials will test your courage, wisdom, and compassion. Only then will you be able to unlock the full power of the crown and restore Avalon to its former glory." Arya felt a mix of fear and excitement. She knew this was her destiny, but the trials ahead seemed daunting. She took a deep breath and nodded. "I accept the trials. I will do whatever it takes to restore Avalon." Chapter 5: The Trial of Courage. The first trial took Arya to the edge of a dark, foreboding forest. The trees were twisted and gnarled, and the air was thick with fog. The spirit of Avalon guided her, explaining that she needed to retrieve a hidden gem from the heart of the forest. As Arya ventured into the forest, she felt a sense of unease. The shadows seemed to move, and she could hear strange whispers all around her. She knew she had to stay focused and brave. Suddenly, a pack of wolves emerged from the shadows, their eyes glowing with an eerie light. Arya's heart raced with fear, but she remembered the spirit's words. She had to prove her courage. Drawing upon her inner strength, Arya stood her ground and faced the wolves. The wolves hesitated, their glowing eyes studying her. After a moment, they stepped aside, allowing her to continue her journey. Arya felt a surge of relief and determination. She had passed the first test. Deeper into the forest, she found a clearing with a large, ancient tree. At the base of the tree was a small, glowing gem. Arya carefully picked it up, feeling its warmth and energy. She knew she had succeeded in the trial of courage. Chapter 6: The Trial of Wisdom. The second trial led Arya to a majestic, crumbling library filled with ancient scrolls and books. The spirit of Avalon explained that she needed to solve a riddle hidden within the texts to find the scroll of wisdom. Arya entered the library, feeling overwhelmed by the vast collection of knowledge. She carefully examined the books and scrolls, searching for clues. After hours of reading and deciphering, she found a scroll with a complex riddle written in an elegant script. The riddle read, "In a place where time stands still, where knowledge lies and minds fulfill, seek the answer hidden deep, where ancient secrets quietly sleep." Arya pondered the riddle, trying to understand its meaning. She realized that the place where a time stands still must refer to the library itself, where ancient knowledge had been preserved for centuries. She explored the library further and found a hidden alcove behind a large bookshelf. Inside the alcove was a small, ornate box. Arya opened the box and found the scroll of wisdom, glowing with a soft light. She felt a surge of understanding and insight, knowing she had completed the trial of wisdom. Chapter 7: The Trial of Compassion. The final trial took Arya to a serene meadow filled with injured and sick animals. The spirit of Avalon explained that she needed to heal the creatures and show true compassion to unlock the final power of the crown. Arya approached the first animal, a wounded deer, and gently tended to its injuries. She spoke soothingly to the deer, calming its fears and easing its pain. As she continued to care for the animals, she felt a deep sense of empathy and love. One by one, the animals began to heal, their injuries fading away. Arya felt a warm, glowing light within her, as if her compassion was being transformed into pure energy. When she had healed the last animal, the spirit of Avalon appeared before her. "You have proven your courage, wisdom, and compassion, Arya. You are truly the chosen one. The power of Avalon is now yours to wield." Chapter 8: Restoring Avalon. With the 3 trials completed, Arya returned to the hidden chamber and placed the crown on her head. The crown pulsed with energy, and she felt a surge of power coursing through her. She could see and feel the magic of Avalon, a connection to the ancient rulers and their wisdom. The ruins of the city began to glow with a radiant light, and the buildings started to rebuild themselves, stone by stone. The air was filled with the sound of ancient music, and the scent of blooming flowers filled the valley. As the city of Avalon was restored to its former glory, Arya felt a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose. She knew that her journey was far from over, but she was ready to lead Avalon into a new era of peace and prosperity. Chapter 9: A New Era. With the power of the crown, Arya became the ruler of Avalon, guiding the kingdom with wisdom and compassion. She worked tirelessly to rebuild the city, restore its culture, and unite its people. The citizens of Avalon welcomed her with open arms, recognizing her as the true heir to the throne. Under Arya's leadership, Avalon flourished. The kingdom became a center of learning, art, and magic, attracting scholars and adventurers from far and wide. Aria's parents continued their archaeological work, uncovering more of Avalon's history and preserving its legacy. Aria's journey had transformed her from an ordinary girl into a legendary ruler. She had discovered her hidden talents, faced her fears, and embraced her destiny. Her story inspired countless others to follow their own paths and believe in the magic within themselves. Epilogue: The Legacy of Avalon. Years passed, and Avalon continued to thrive. Aria's reign was marked by peace, prosperity, and a deep connection to the ancient magic of the kingdom. She never forgot the trials she had faced or the lessons she had learned. Aria's story became a legend, passed down through generations. The crown of Avalon remained a symbol of courage, wisdom, and compassion, a reminder of the power of the human spirit. As Aria stood on the balcony of her palace, overlooking the bustling city, she felt a deep sense of gratitude and fulfillment. She had discovered the lost kingdom, unlocked its secrets, and restored its glory. And in doing so, she had found her own place in the world. The lost kingdom of Avalon was no longer just a myth, it was a living, breathing reality, a testament to the power of belief and the magic of discovery. Aria's journey was far from over, but she knew that, no matter what challenges lay ahead, she would face them with the same courage, wisdom, and compassion that had guided her from the very beginning.